Doodaloo-doo!
Eric Warner!
Let's try something a little bit different here. My name is Eric Warner. I've worked in the world of music and entertainment for over 25 years. Recently, I was having a conversation with some of my students about the challenges of finding ways to stand out when applying for placements and first jobs, and that's where the idea of a 7-inch vinyl record resume came up. This may not be for everyone, but I think it's a unique differentiator for someone interested in the music or entertainment space. I've also made this accompanying video for those who cannot play a record. Because most resumes are presented and submitted digitally, having a video could be very helpful in this type of format. This record is a limited edition of one, kind of like myself, and unlike some of the other things that I've done, as We Are Busybodies, my record label, this one has been digitized as well. I became interested in music in my early teenage years. Many of my friends were too young to attend concerts, so I'd go with my dad. It was great. I slowly convinced my parents to let me attend more concerts and give me more freedom to explore. That's how I quickly transitioned from going to concerts to awkwardly interviewing my favorite punk bands at the time. I learned how to get in touch with publicists and book interviews with the likes of AFI, DOA, and many other acronym-friendly groups. It helped a relatively soft-spoken teenager break out of his shell. That's my shell. Still a shell. Still in a shell. But after several issues of writing my fanzine, figuring myself out a little bit more, I got curious about the idea of presenting my own concert. So in March of 1999, I put on my first concert, which forever changed my life. A resume is intended to give a potential employer an understanding of your past experience and skills. And for me, I've spent nearly my entire life working in entertainment and marketing, and I wanted to have fun with this. And that means going right back to my teenage years. Like, I've done this since I was 14 years old. I started my fanzine in 1998, interviewing bands, getting out of my shell. I put on my first concert in March of 1999 at an anarchist record shop here in Toronto called Who's Emma, in its basement if you could navigate its rickety stairs. And that basement show was a huge success. It was one that lit a fire in me with curiosity, with, confidence in that I could do more of this. I could learn more, I could do more, and what else was out there? Like, I wanted to find out everything and anything, and that's really what started to happen. From there, everything started to happen. I started booking progressively larger concerts for national and international artists while still in high school. I did a lot of conversations on the phone with agents. Why do I mention this? Well, my voice sounded a lot deeper on the phone. So I would say if an agent understood that they were, at that time, dealing with a 16-year-old, some pretty big marquee acts, maybe there would be some other considerations. But at the same time, I was able to prove myself, show my value and worth and that of the artists, and help develop their careers while developing my own. I also launched my own festival while still in high school called the Over the Top Festival, which was an all-age music and arts festival that I ran for 8 years with 3 events over 3 days, but it ended with 40-plus events and concerts, films, theater, shows, and cost me a lot of great stress and excitement simultaneously. But it also taught me all about networking, about time management. It also opened up a lot of doors for me just by the people that I met that saw me finding some of my first jobs where I had to ultimately navigate my post-secondary education with a burgeoning career in music. I think that you create your own destiny and your own opportunities, but having an education to fall back on and to build from really can help you open doors and help you discover what you want to do. And it doesn't mean that starting in one degree means that you're going to end up in a role based on that. It just means that, you start your journey, you learn, and you build from that. I have a degree in communications from Wilfrid and Laurier University in Waterloo, about an hour from Toronto, where I juggled presenting lots of concerts and occasionally leaving school to go on tour with the band I was in at the time with my burgeoning post-secondary academia world. I even finished up my first degree while working for Richard Branson's V2 Records, where I worked with the White Stripes, Moby, Ray Davies, and got to sign a band I'm still friends with to this day, while finishing up exams. So, I think that you can do anything that you put your mind to. From there, I ended up working at MySpace, a precursor to organizations like TikTok or anything like that, and kept building, kept learning, kept networking, and opening the doors that in some cases remain open with people that I met 15 plus years ago. Ultimately, all of these have led to really unique, I'll say, firsthand experiences, but second experiences. And now, I don't even know how many experiences, to be honest. We Are Busybodies is a record label and management company that I run to this day. It's almost 20 years old. In 2025, we'll be celebrating our 20th anniversary, which is crazy to me. How it all started was I played in a band and we were breaking up, but we recorded an album and I wanted to release it for posterity, but no one else wanted to release it in terms of labels because it was probably not a worthy financial investment. But we put out the record, it sold a whole bunch of copies, and I was able to take some of the proceeds and put out more records. In that time, I learned about distribution, marketing, reach in terms of how to engage with different audiences, and different applicable skills that, apply to this present day. Eventually, I was able to set up global distribution deals and be able to have a larger overall reach as well. So since November 2019, We Are Busybodies and all of our subsidiaries that we've launched in recent years to be a little bit more genre specific have released over 150 albums. Our releases regularly receive coverage in the BBC, CBC, The Wire, Bandcamp. It's really amazing. I'm not going to prattle on more than I am prattling, but it's been a lot of fun. Music connects us all. It's a thread that, keeps growing, keeps building into other things. And I've done a lot of different things in between. I've done anything as weird and creative as programming a venue for Pepsi, shaped like a Pepsi bottle. I've done the same thing actually for Nike. One of the big things that I'm really excited about these days is the Cylinder Project, which is a not-for-profit that We Are Busybodies and myself created that is focused on vanishing and at-risk languages. We're actually making playable cylinder records. We work with different museums, with institutions, with different organizations, and we're also building music exhibitions and just trying to have fun. But, one thing, one story at a time. Feel free to reach out. Maybe you have an idea. Maybe, you want to do a remix of some of the narration. Who knows? I don't know. What I do know is this has been a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. So thank you.